Hi, Jim.
Hi, Fen. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Jim. This is podcast Al Expert, and this is our second season, and it will be about health. Jim, I know that you are a trainer. You are a swim coach. You are a researcher, a health researcher. You've published some papers about health. What do you do? How do you define yourself? Are you an entrepreneur, a health coach? Tell us.
Well, I do have a diverse background. I've worn many hats over the years. I was an athlete as a young man, then I was a college student. Uh, in the corporate world, I was an IT project executive, then went on to, I was the swim coach for a university here in Dubai, personal trainer, and a nutrition advisor. So basically, all these experiences really had me craft a unique coaching philosophy. And if I had to condense it down into one sentence, it would be I'm a lifestyle coach, but with a focus on overall health.
Right.
So, what's that mean? Right?
Yeah,
That sounds like
what's
a bunch of words,
over
right? Yeah.
yeah, overall health. What
What it
does that
actually means
mean?
is, uh, first of all, let me talk about how I look at
Okay.
health. I put it in, these are subjective, but they're my definitions of three broad categories. One is your daily diet. It's pretty self explanatory. It's what we eat every day,
Okay.
right? Obviously, that impacts our health. Two is physical activity. Now, my definition is a little different.
So that's
Um,
not exercise.
it is exercise, but it's planned, it's mindful
Oh,
exercise, okay?
okay.
It's not going up and down the steps at work or, walking from the car to work or whatever. It's actually planned exercise we do. Why that's critical is we're sedentary. Most of us, we're white
Yeah.
collar workers. We're sitting in an office in a desk, just typing away, right? And then we go home and we watch TV and we eat pre processed meals, right? We're not doing a lot. So to make up for that, we actually now have to dedicate time to get the physical activity our bodies require. We're made to be hunter gatherers, to walk,
To
to
be
migrate, to
moving.
move, to hunt, to get stuff, and our present lifestyle just doesn't afford our body the opportunity to get that physical activity. So on that one, so this is planned exercise. Then
Okay.
we have sort of the catch-all category.
What's
I call it
that?
health essentials. This is completely a made-up name of my own,
Okay, so
but it's just a
Jim's health
way
essentials.
essentials,
What's that?
and this is just a way that I mentally baggage the rest of the stuff in that I
Okay.
do. Right. So we have their stress management, sleep health. Right. We have daily activity. So this is not the physical activity that we plan. This is the rest of the stuff we do, right?
Okay.
That's where you sort of you can get your 10,000 steps in, or if you can go ahead and there's an activity you enjoy to do. So this is above and beyond. And then there's your social circles, your mental health. So it's like all of these other
It's a holistic
factors.
approach to
Yeah.
health.
So, but for
Wow.
me, it's just mentally, I put those in a different category because I can manipulate the other two a little easier.
Right.
But in sense, that's my coaching. So I'm a lifestyle coach that synthesizes these three um, groups
Right.
for my client into a healthy plan that incorporates them all. Because I found that if you just do one or do the other, you really don't make many lasting changes and get gains. It's
Right.
only by taking this holistic, synthesized approach to health that we make lasting changes.
Yeah, and these lasting changes are important also in the sense that they're very individualized. You do like, a certain plan for that client who is at a certain age with a certain body weight, lifestyle. That's why you like to call it lifestyle
Yeah, I mean, there's
coaching.
in this industry being the health industry, right?
Yeah, that's a
We
huge,
we
yeah.
do lots of generalizations, right? And there's
Correct.
lots of I use this word actually more for food, but commoditization even works here, right?
Right.
Basically, it's an industry with everything that
Yeah.
word implies, right? So, industry wants to sell you solutions that will fit everybody so they can get everybody's money. But that doesn't work. We're all individuals. We're all at different stages in our
We're all
life.
different.
Like, there's times in my life that I was extremely out of shape, right? Because I was working in a corporate job. I had two young children. I was married. I had lots of stressors in my life. And when that happens, the best of us can,
Yeah.
go astray and
Right.
have to get back in health. So, and then there's menopause and male menopause, which we can get into later.
Oh, yeah.
There's
That was
just
new
the
to me.
aging process in general, or being young, right? So we're all slightly different. And to say that there's one solution, one diet, one exercise program,
Fits
one
all.
is ludicrous.
Yeah.
So it's the synthesis of putting together all the factors to let this person be the
Right.
best they can be, and not only to live a long time, but to live a long time healthfully. So, like my father, he lived the last 30 years of his life
Hmm.
in misery. He had his first open heart surgery at 49. He had a coronary. He had another open heart surgery at 55. He ended up having like 20 surgeries over the course of his
Wow.
last years. So he lived, because of modern science, a long time. Relatively long time. He died in his late 70s, but those weren't quality years. He
Yeah.
was in pain and suffering. So the goal is we're all going to eventually pass away, but we want to have our health to be as best as it can, to
Right.
make those years as meaningful and as quality as they can be.
Yeah.
And
So
that's where you address
yeah,
lifestyle.
that's what we're trying to promote in this season of our podcast. And so if like the visit in any of these areas, social circle,
Mhm.
diet or physical activity, you just do this pre-plan of or an
Right.
action plan in order to get to stay or age healthily, or stay as young as
Well,
possible.
there's age
Yeah,
healthfully,
yeah,
and then when invariably something does go wrong,
yeah.
we address that, right? So we change our lifestyle in order to recover or reduce the impact of some chronic event that's happened to us, because
Right.
it will happen to all of us eventually, or even simply just getting injured, right? We have to
That's
recover
right.
from that. So we have to make changes all the time. So, and then there's, all the myths that are out there about
Oh,
things.
all the
So,
myths.
yeah,
In this podcast, we will be debunking a lot of myths. Jim, are you ready to do that?
definitely. I
Okay,
look forward to it.
let's bring it on. Thank you.
Thank you.